this wonderful time, way, day, hour, and anywhere you are watching us from. I greet you in the name of Chukwokike. Thank you for being part of this program. We must continue. Who say wetin would they do? Know the work. The person they lie. The truth we say wetin we dey do e dey work, e dey penetrate, e dey enter, e dey touch. That is just the simple truth. Now when they want tell you lie, they go come tell you say this is way they do e just the waste time. Nya 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 nya. You know the waste time. I tell you the truth. Wetin you dey do the work. E dey penetrate, e dey disturb them, e dey pump them, e dey push them, e dey push them, e dey watch them. And this is why you must continue. Whatever you are doing that has brought us to this point, keep doing it. If you be part of those where they blackmail to help us grow to this point, keep increasing your blackmailing, honestly. Because if you know that blackmail will for know they get courage, go up. Say the thing be say sometimes some people go there try to blackmail you. When they try to blackmail you, it will give you more energy to move on. Now true be that one. When some people try to blackmail you, it will give you energy to move on. It will give you energy to, add more effort. You understand? So I want those where they support by blackmailing to continue, double your effort. And those that are supporting by building to bring Biafra, continue. We no get choice, so our only choice now to bring Biafra. And this Biafra we are telling you about is not negotiable. Now, one thing everybody must understand be that one. Biafra no day negotiable. Anywhere, anytime. It no day negotiable. And as long as we begin to understand that Biafra no day negotiable, it go better for us. So this wonderful morning, wonderful day, I greet us once again. I greet us once again, and I pray that God Almighty will bless us all today. So as you dey join me, just try and we go look into Iwuanyawu and the co today. Make we see Iwuanyawu and co. We go see the people we want create state. Our prime minister made it clear that this state they are creating is not the real truth. They are not consulting the people. And you will now understand that so many people were not consulted. The people you want to join, they are not consulted. You know, go just say one morning somebody go wake up and tell and say, now you be a Neoma state, now you be a Bobe state. Now you did not get their consent. This is what we are saying. We woke up one morning to hear we are Imo State. We woke up one morning to hear you are Abia State. You wake up one morning to hear you are Delta State. One morning you wake up, or sometimes one afternoon you go out from where you dey waka for road. You hear say you don't become Bayelsa State. You don't become Rivers. So I want us to understand that anything you are doing and the people is not being carried along is fraud. We call them divide and the rule tactics. That is why today you have Delta, you have Edo, you have Bayelsa, you have Benue, you have Niger, you have Kogi. All these are one people. They are one people. You are not supposed to carry Igbo man go link with the Hausa man. You not supposed to carry Hausa man go link with the Fulani man. If you want to create a state, Igbo must be in Igbo. There must be people of the same culture, the same understanding, the same way of life. Because now The truth is that if you come to Igbo land, the people of Igbo land, for instance, Anambra area, their culture, their traditions small from Imo side. Ebonyi people, their own small from Anambra where they close. Now, how you want be? You carry Ebonyi person, carry Anambra person, carry Imo person, carry Abia person, join them together, tell them say now you be one state. Now wetin we dey get? Now, what is the purpose of this one state where you want add? Is it for the benefit of the people? Is it for the good of the people or for the good of the criminals that call themselves politicians? This is what we don't know. Those that are now jubilating, hey, more state. I want you to ask yourself, the state that you are now supporting that is coming, what is the essence of this state? Why creating the state? What is it? Is it your desire? Is additional state the desirable thing you need now? Were you consulted? Is it your plan? Is it your idea? Is it your agreement? Are you being carried along? People don't know. Iwuanyawu come out to come the form constitutional descent. I'll go ask Iwuanyawu something. But before we go to Iwuanyawu, I want us to talk about this state. Iwuanyawu and the reconstruction and the construction and whatever he call himself. I want us to know that Iwuanyawu is only doing the bidding of his masters. The bidding of his
name is Honorable Zokwepi.
Within the worry my mouse, the work, the respond. I beg if you just join me, try and like the video. I beg. If you just join me, try and like the video. Okay, like I said before, they've been the creative state, more state and the more state. Kenga Ugande one month. Now, I greet everybody anywhere you're watching from. Sorry for my manners, no verse. Anywhere you watch from, I greet you in the name of God. Like I said earlier, we have gotten to this point because not because everybody have been doing the right thing. No, there are people that are that are group of people that specialize in blackmailing what we are doing, and there are some that are sabotaging. There are some that are fighting against what we are doing, and there are we that are fighting to keep moving. I want us to know that if somebody know they draw you back, you know go get that spirit to move on with more power. So when somebody they draw you, you they try move, they draw you down. Now that time you go develop. That time 9 months and now they kind of said the innermost desire go come out where you go take move on. But when you be no dey serious before they draw you, you go for aya oti baje aya oti baje aya kata. No, but not true. Without people sabotaging you, without people blackmailing you, without people like being against your move, you will not develop new skills. You will not develop that mental toughness to stand. Now, when you know, say enemies surround you, the mental, spiritual, physical, emotional toughness go there. You go there strong because you know that somebody is coming and you don't know the capability, you don't know the strength of that person. So you have decided to fight them, is do or die. That is what Mazanan, they kind of say that we need the mental toughness. The inner mind, the spirit must be awoken, and we must fight until we are free. You don't get anything to lose. You only have your freedom to lose if you don't want to fight for your freedom. Yeah, that is just the simple truth. So, my people, una welcome. So, if you see Sabo, greet am for me. In short, every Sabo when they try sabotage this Biafra, I greet all of you because una they try sabotage am, na im make everybody they work hard. So make una they try. But the good thing is that after sabotaging, where will you be? Like that song that said, Ogenaga, Bero Wogakwa, Biafra na bia, ebee ka ị ga-aga? Ị na-ajụkwa onwe gị ajụjụ si Biafra bịa ebee ka ị ga-aga? Chie echiche ndụ gị, lekwa Biafra nọ n'ụzọ. So that's the question you should ask yourself. Tomorrow morning you wake up, is Biafra, and what will you tell yourself? When your children ask you, I thought you were an Igbo man, but Igbos are Biafra. Why? You will tell them, my dear, you no go understand. You no go understand. Will your children ever forgive you? Will your children forgive you? When their mates and friends will be going to somewhere with them, and when they get to airport, their friends go through their Biafran passport and they pass through the honorable area, and your children will be subjected to search, cordon and search. That, you see, the cordon and search model of Nigeria Army is what is being applied to every Nigeria everywhere. If you are a Nigerian, if you have Nigerian passport, whether it be Nigeria, as long as you have that Nigerian passport, anywhere you want to enter, the kind searching, only that name, they see just that green, you don't enter. If you like, it be Reverend Father, they no send you. It's a cause. That's why you see people, that's Nigeria is the only country that when people get another man's passport, they will go to social media and throw party. They will go and celebrate. Both big men and small men, both big men, they pop champagne for getting another man's passport. Because that Nigerian passport is a hindrance. I don't know if I should say it's a demonizing demonic power surrounding that passport. With that passport, you get so many things where they worry you. Some demons could they follow the person, they disturb them. That is why if they pass, they see you as a Nigerian already, they don't mark you bad plus bad. Times 10 again. Therefore, you must be brought down. Those of you in diaspora knows what that, especially if you have been in the street. If you have been in the street, you don't have document. If you have lived in a country, police control country like a Germany, like a Switzerland, like a Norway, all those police country. If you have lived there, where you maybe self as you are looking out from your window, police go tell you, come down. What is your name? Who are you? Not to talk of when you walk through the street. If you've lived in this area, you will understand Austria, you will understand what we are talking about. Now, when you come, you go land for America where nobody send you message, or you go land for Spain or Italy, where say unless you do bad in those areas, now police will look for you. If not, no police will get time for you. But if you are in Germany, say that waka for road yourself, they look you, they say this man, it be like say, come, it be JJC. They go bolege, sir. And immediately they say Nigeria, you don't enter. Hey, oh Diego. So make we continue. My people, just try and like the video for me. That be the only good thing you could do for me this morning. They can do Christmas for me. So we continue. So as I been the talk before, this state where they want create, They don't map out the place where you want make the state. You don't map out the place where be capital. The people of the land, they aware say you want create state. That's the question. Are they aware of this state you are creating? Now be the simple question. The people where you want put for the state, listen, even till now, as I am talking to you, some people have been drafted into this their so-called Olo state without knowing that they are no longer part of Anambra, without knowing that they are no longer part of Imo, without knowing they are no longer part of Abia. But you have spiritually taken them into another state against their will, against their consent. Make we listen to this man first before we continue.
My name is Honorable Zokwe Peter Ifani. I represent the good people of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and the Ekusigo Federal Constituency.
I was thinking this is a point of order have been discussed with the leader of the house.
Because knowing the adjourned date, there will be fire in my constituency. I need to douse the tension. Mr. Speaker, I need to douse the tension.
Okay, let's hear you, but to consider our time, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yes, even if you give me 2 minutes, I will be done with that time you gave me. Mr. Speaker, I was bamboozled and baffled with my honorable colleagues about the creation of Olu State. In as much as the Igbo nation, the Southeast, we need one state. But you cannot just sit in a place and scramble and petition Ozobo and carve my own dear town into Olu State without consulting me. I am the representative of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and Ekusigo Federal Constituency. And I come from Ozobo. And my colleague will just disregard me and carve my town into Olu State. I want to make it clear, Mr. Speaker, that Ozobo is not part of that negotiation. In as much as we support the creation of one state for Igbo nation, please, my people are going to court. I just want to douse the decision. For them hearing my voice, they thought I was part of the decision, and I did not consult anybody to be part of that decision. And I said I did not know anything about it. Since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, my phone was switched off because they were looking for me. Is it what they sent me here to do? I said I did not know anything about Ozobo being put into a state I don't know. I was not part of the discussion. We have to carry everybody along. Communication breakdown can cause civil war again. I don't like it. Your Excellency, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. My name is Honorable Zokwe Peter.
Okay. even the rep. Hey, waiting Nigeria. Even the rep, the rep, no even know say they don't draft and put for another state. Nigeria. Who do that this thing? Nigeria. Hey, listen, this one now, na rep, when they represent constituency, they carry in constituency. Unfortunately for him, the area self where the cab go put for no from Anambra, in there, but he don't know when they do. He just they hear. And now they represent the people. She like, you see, this power of divide and rule is too much. This divide and rule is too much. Now, I want to ask you a question. If the rep that is there representing them in Abuja does not even know that his father's ancestral land has been removed from Anambra, go put for Imo. How you think say other people we no get access to news? They have not access to social media. They have no access to NTA news. They don't have light. They don't have internet. They don't have money to buy newspaper. How do you think they will know that they are now in Olo or they are now in Anioma? How do you think they will know? It's just to tell you that Nigeria, to them, you are not existing. To Nigeria, you are not existing. In as much as this will benefit the criminals on top, this is what they want to do. Whether no you. How can you tell me that the people of a particular land, don't even know that they have been drafted into another state? No, we are not talking into another local government. We are not talking into another constituency, another state. You drive them from Anambra to Imo without their consent, without their permission. Even the rep that is representing them himself, they drive the rep go enter from Anambra. Who you want go the representative for them? Listen, it's funny and annoying. Now, this man representing the Nnewi South and the East as in the call. Now, he has been drafted. He is now in the Olo state. Who will he be representing? Because some part, what he is representing, they cut and come from the people where they represent. It's just like he have 100% of the people he is representing. They cut and come out, and him na just 15% or 20% of the people he is representing. So it don't enter all. What will happen to the other 80% that are not included into all? Who will be representing them? Nigeria is a joke. When I talk on, I know they agree. Hi! No, it's good that some people, and let me tell you, maybe they have asked him to keep quiet. If you watch, he wanted to say, they say we have taken care of this. He said no, because the fire there for mountain, and he must run. If you no run, now you sabi, they go finish you. To the point he switch off his phone and run for his life. They were asking him, who sent you to go and the representatives that will want a state? Who asked you to go and tell them did we send you to go and bring a state? We send you to bring hospital. We send you to bring water. We send you to bring electricity. We send you to go and bring school. We send you to bring industry. We send you to bring good road. You didn't bring anyone in the state. The man said, "Allah, you are no know when they create a move. I don't know. I just they hear." Imagine if the rep of the people you have drafted into another country, another state, is not aware, who will be aware? Who is aware then? When people are not being carried along, it is called divide and rule. The same tactics British used. They put you, they carry you, they join you, they tie you together, they lock you together, making sure you remain where they want you to remain. You remain how they want you. And you are telling me you are in a country. You want to tell me, Olo State, hey, we should jubilate. I want to ask you a question. All the newly created states, what good has they done to anybody? I am asking a question. I remember when I was little, I used to hear Moritala Kere Imo State, Moritala Kere Anambra State, Moritala Kere Bende State, Moritala Kecha State Iwuanyawu. Now, and I remember very well that time, If they carry me for motor, they go on a shot. I know they see police checkpoint. That time plenty state, you know, they don't do they good. If they carry you go over there, you go enjoy motor. I remember one of my uncle or cousins that time, he go put me for front of machine, drive me go over there. Even that time, he dey drive motorcycle go Aba. He drive motorcycle. He dey drive motorcycle from Olopaye. He drive Onkano our house. He go drive motorcycle go Aba, drive and come back. When I was in Lagos, when I was in Lagos, I think I was about 11 or so then, in 80s. I think that was when Buhari or Babangida was in power. I don't know who again. I know a man from Newi, Osmando, Christopher. He drives motorcycle from Lagos to Newi. Anytime he want to travel, he carry his motorcycle. You know they use motor. Even for Lagos, you know they gree enter motor. Now that motorcycle, now in hobby, now in love. Now motorcycle in the use. But today you fit try am. Now death now. Suicide. Go try am. Suicide, and I mean one commit. And now you want to, because you have created so many evil, you have created so many distractions, you have created so many dangerous diversities, you have created so many destructions. At least that time you go know say one industry the work. You go know say one Ajokute cement there. What is his name? The other one wait there for Calago, Calago, Niger State. One or iron something, be like iron ore or something like that, and he gets many things in the work. I remember when my father went to Toronto Hospital, Onisha, very big hospital, but go there today now. I don't know whether they don't bulldoze and come on for road self. Go there and I make you see. It is now useless. Everything we used to have, we have destroyed all of them. Everything have been destroyed in the name of development. You create a state without the knowledge of the people, without the consent of the people. Before you create state and they carry Anambra and join Imo, carry Imo, join Anambra, there should have been awareness. There should have been a campaign. There should have been a town hall meeting, at least a town hall meeting. I want to ask you a question. Do you think that the people that voted for freedom from Nigeria would want to vote that they want a new state? I am asking. Do you think that somebody who voted, he is tired of Nigeria, he wants freedom, he wants Biafra, now we go back and they vote for the same Nigeria he has voted himself out from? Make we think. They know what they are doing. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Only distraction, because they know very well. Anyway, it's not even that it started now. From beginning of the foundation, before the foundation of their entity, Evil Forest, it has been there. It has that. This is the system. You wake up one morning, they don't put you for one local government. You sleep, they don't put you for one state. That is it. Who never understand, they not gonna understand. These people of Biafra land are the same people that voted that they want freedom. I want to ask, how can somebody that tell you, I don't want Nigeria again, I want freedom, you come and give them Olo State? He said, okay, I don't want freedom again. That's why I used to ask, what happens if you carry your microphone, go into communities, interview people, ask them what they want. It doesn't happen because you know what they want. You know you are deceiving yourself in the name that you are standing for the people, you are representing the people. Had it not been that this man, they no put fire for Nyach, if for sit down, if for not talk, but because they have fired him, maybe even threatened his life, that made him come out here to clear himself that he is not aware. Even him himself has been drafted into Olo from Anambra, being rep. He don't even know when that was, when the decision was taken. You can imagine if a rep representing people was not aware of his father's house being drafted into another state. Is it you that is not a rep that we know? We will go to Emmanuel Iwuanyawu. Listen to him again.
Ifani, I represent the good people of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and the Ekusigo Federal Constituency.
I was thinking this is a point of order I've been discussing with the leader of the house.
Because knowing the adjourned date, there will be fire in my constituency. I need to douse the tension. Mr. Speaker, I need to douse the tension.
Okay, let's hear you, but to consider our time, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yes, even if you give me 2 minutes, I will be done with that time you give me. Mr. Speaker, I was bamboozled and baffled with my honorable colleagues about the creation of Olu State. In as much as the Igbo nation, the Southeast, we need one state. But you cannot just sit in a place and scramble and petition Ozobo and carve my own dear town into Olu State without consulting me. I am the representative of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and Ekusigo Federal Constituency. And I come from Ozobo. And my colleague will just disregard me and carve my town into Olu State. I want to make it clear, Mr. Speaker, that...
Are you hearing? His own father's house was carved into Olu State. He don't even know. And he was there. No, it's good that these things are happening. It's good that he's talking. And let me tell you, he is now speaking up because it has affected him. What about those that don't have mouth to talk? What about those that don't have the microphone to speak? Imagine. Now you they represent Nnewi North, Nnewi South, Ekusigo. And then, I don't know where he come from. Maybe not from Ekusigo. I think not from Ekusigo. They don't draft you from Ekusigo, go put follow. Now, wetin go happen to the Nnewi South and the North where they put, and the remaining part of Ekusigo where they no draft? Who go they represent them? And now, imagine you as a rep. You were not aware. Nobody told you, because in a situation like this, na rep you suppose consult. Tell them, call the meeting. You there, here, see map. You are now in this place. Consult your people. Talk to your people, discuss with your people, get the consent of your people. If the rep did not get the consent of the people, who then did? How did you get the consent of the people? If not divide and rule, what is it? Is divide and rule that is? If it is not divide and rule, I am asking, wetin it be? Now wetin it be? He was surprised. In Abuja, he is in Abuja, but he don't know when they do. Sorry, I'm not going to stop him again. Make I play.
People of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and the Ekusigo Federal Constituency.
I was thinking this is a point of order I've been discussing with the leader of the house.
Because knowing the adjourned date, there will be fire in my constituency. I need to douse the tension. Mr. Speaker, I need to douse the tension.
Okay, let's hear you, but to consider our time, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yes, even if you give me 2 minutes, I will be done with that time you give me. Mr. Speaker, I was bamboozled and baffled with my honorable colleagues about the creation of Olu State. In as much as the Igbo nation, the Southeast, we need one state. But you cannot just sit in a place and scramble and petition Ozobo and carve my own dear town into Olu State without consulting me. I am the representative of Newu North, Newu South, and Ekusigo Federal Constituency. And I come from Ozobo. And my colleague will just disregard me and carve my town into Olu State. I want to make it clear, Mr. Speaker, that Ozobo is not part of that negotiation. In as much as we support the creation of one state for Igbo nation, please, my people are going to court. I just want to douse the decision. For them hearing my voice, they thought I was part of the decision. And I did not consult anybody to be part of that decision. And I said I did not know anything about it. Since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, my phone was switched off because they were looking for me. Is it what they sent me here to do? I said I did not know anything about Ozobo being put into a state I don't know. I was not part of the discussion. We have to carry everybody along. Communication breakdown can cause civil war again. I don't like it. Your Excellency, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Hey, God have mercy on people. This is the country people are fighting to keep. Now I will ask myself, wetin be this where you won't keep? Wetin be this where you dey fight to keep? Wetin be this? Now wetin be that? Now, that one like say you know dey, make we enter Iwuanyawu house, make we talk to Iwuanyawu, make we hear Iwuanyawu, make we listen to them. Let's go.
Basically, this restructuring. Oh yeah, proposal. Here, Oshiko Nugaga carry. So, Okwana kanji ben. Because unewuli we, akume kuna beke. Ni ihe anyị na-emechọkwa anyị na-atansi kwa na nzuzo. Nigeria ga-ama ọrụtụ ngeshi kpọọ mmadụ rike unu ndị ukwu unu eshi bịa nga ya wụrụ ha ga-eme mgbachi ụzọ aga mmanụ unu bịara. So unu ma anyị nwere about 3 or 4 television there. Some of them na-anọ nga kwuru na ha ga-ewetara ha copy. So anyị chọrọ ka anyị nye ya the biggest publicity ka ndị mmadụ mara na mmadụ agbụbeghị n'ala Igbo na ihe gbasara ihe a na-eme n'Igbo aka nọ ya. So ndewonu. So unu ga-ewe ka nkwuo na bekee amasụ bekee. Ndewo. Well, I have already presented Kola, so I want once again to say welcome to this very important event. I would like to go, when I'm talking, please, everybody should stop talking. Is there any problem?
He's trying to see the former Senate president.
Okay, well, about all the seats here are comfortable. Okay, you can come and yes, okay. Well, I know he's my friend. He would like to sit with me. In 19th century, the scramble for Africa was on. This scramble reached a crescendo in 1885 when the world powers met in Berlin and shared Africa. That time, Nigeria was divided into 2. Protectorate of Northern Nigeria, Protectorate of Southern Nigeria. Obviously, even those who did it, they realized there was differences. At the end of that, in 1885, Britain got Protectorate of Northern Nigeria, Southern Nigeria. No Igbo man was there. No Nigerian was there. In 1914, Lugard was the person who was the governor of both.
I believe you are listening to him, no? With his mouth, no Igbo man was there. No Igbo man was part of it. Now, from beginning, he told you that he is going to inaugurate committee for reforming or restructuring. You see, ndị be anyị si na ero ga-aghọgbu ala ọ gapuo na mkpọrọkụ na termite hill. Or when a bird want to tell you, I cannot perch on the ground, you go up, or I don't want to perch on the soil, the bird will go and the perch on termite hill. You know, say the bird they deceive himself because the termite hill na sand. Now, Iwuanyawu here went to Biafra War. He was part of the people that fought Biafra War. And when Iwuanyawu tell you his story, you go cry. If Iwuanyawu tell you wetin make am join the war to fight for his people for the freedom, you go cry. Now, ask Iwuanyawu, why did you go to the war? What was the cause of that war? You know, Ojukwu fought a war. It's like Ojukwu wanted to fight a war. Ojukwu never wanted a war. Ojukwu never, ever advocated for a Biafra nation. Ojukwu wanted the restructuring. Ojukwu wanted restructuring. Britain said no, it will not happen. And the Nigerians stood on the order of Biafra. Nigerian government stood with order on the order of Britain. So when people are calling for restructuring, advocating for restructuring, do you sit down and listen to yourself and ask yourself, this restructuring we are asking for, how long have we demanded or asked for this restructuring? The restructuring you have demanded for over 60 years. You did not get. You was not even given attention. And you are still here, setting up committee to go and demand for restructuring. Are you well? Are you okay? This is the same mess up, messing around. Okwadika was messing around everywhere, giving people fake hope. Giving people fake hope when you know there is no hope. You are going to liars. You are going to talk with them. You are going to conduct. You are going to organize. You are going to committee. You are committee going to bring. You will roll. They are giving you. You will give them. At the end, where did you end? Where and what has Okwatike brought to the table before he died? Nothing. Despite all the respect, according to him, all the accolade, the way they carry give him as a humble man, as a good man, he used them deceive people. Because what these people are very good at, they will build respect. They will build respect. Then when they get to that point where they command people's respect, they will use that respect they command to destroy people, to deceive and trash people. That's what he is doing. I have good vision for Ndibo. Restructuring that the basin in power have told you, restructuring my food is what you sit down here to give people fake hope, to give people the useless fake hope that there will be anything like restructuring. Who tell you there will be anything like restructuring? I am asking. Now, question I ask. Who said there would be restructuring? Who told you? Who told you? Max. Hello?
Well, I have already presented Kola, so I want once again to say welcome to this very important event. I would like to go, when I'm talking, please, everybody should stop talking. Is there any problem?
He's trying to sit the former Senate president.
Okay, well, about all the seats here are comfortable. Okay, you can come and yes, okay. Well, I know he's my friend. He would like to sit with me.
Now, I was looking for this video. I just wanted to show you. You are calling for restructuring. That somebody in the power that you signed that restructuring for you have told you restructuring my food. Let us listen to it. Because we then forget very quick. That be our problem. We know they regard anything. We see this man in the midst of Boko Haram terrorists, bandits. We know regard that, we know talk about it. We call him nothing. He said, restructuring my food. And you are here wasting time, deceiving people, making people to believe that there is something coming when nothing is coming. Listen.
Unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my food. To hell with restructuring. Unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my food. To hell with restructuring. Unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my food. To hell with restructuring.
Okay. No. Now make people they understand. Make una they understand the kind driving, dangerous diversity where Iwuanyawu and his people they drive people go. Iwuanyawu enter Ohaneze president, he no reach 3 months, he come out, he say, he want bring another one state for Igbo land. He go create one state. Igbo state, he need one state. I want to ask you, this state, what is it for? This state you are clamoring for, waiting it be for. This state where you dey cry for, waiting in one add. Will the state remove all this gagging of Nigerian military in Biafra land? Is the state going to remove Navy checkpoint in Biafra land? Is the state going to bring airports? Is the state going to reopen all the seaports that has been closed? Is this state going to give you a rail that will allow the business people to be able, at least if you refuse to give them airport, you give them a train port where they will be able to transport their goods from Lagos to Eastern Zone? At least if you refuse to give, but nothing, all this while nothing. You are creating state. Will the state give you life? Will the state secure your life from the hands of these Fulani bandits that are surrounded your bush? Don't you hear that? Haven't you heard that Gumi told you that they have over 9 million in your forest? Is your state going to remove them? State you are creating without the consent of the people? If you want buy cloth for person, the person no go test them. If you cook food for person no see the food, you no eat the food. Tomorrow you go cook another one. Who you dey cook am for? Restructuring. Restructuring my food indeed. Because he have made it clear to you that this thing is not working, cannot work, it's not for Nigeria. Nigeria don't need the restructuring. What Nigeria need is Islamization. But people are not getting the message. They have passed it on since for long. They don't pass and give you, sign and give you. You still sit down there like hippopo. They tell me about restructuring. You the set committee and they see them, just look at their faces. Look at their faces. All these are the men that are making decisions for you. These are the men that are making decisions for people like me. After they have lived their life, on their way to their grave, they start making decisions for people. People that have nothing to offer again. People that can never give you anything. People that their thinking faculties are no longer working, even 50%. When you don't reach 80 years, you still think normal? I am asking a question. When you don't reach a man at 80, will you allow him to make decisions? Not to talk of decisions that will affect the generations coming. But in Nigeria, that is what we get. A man of 100 will come and decide what happens, how you will live. A man of 80 will decide the kind of wife you will marry. A man of 80 will tell you you need a state, and the people will foolishly jump into the suggestion. A man of 80 will tell you that something that Nigeria have told you it will never ever happen. He will come and tell you it will happen. Why is it that Iwuanyawu cannot set up committee to look into the destruction of properties belonging to his people? Why is it that Iwuanyawu cannot set up committee to look into the forcefully pushing people into IDP camp in Delta? Why is it that Iwuanyawu cannot set up a committee to investigate what transpired in Abia, what transpired in Okwama? Why is it that Iwuanyawu have not been able to set up committee to find out what are those people surrounding our communities doing in our communities in the name of Army, Police, Air Force, Navy, and co? He will not do it, but he will come and set up committee for restructuring that will never, ever, ever happen in this life. That is what the Iwuanyawu will come and give you, and the people are clapping for him. I don't blame anybody that is following Iwuanyawu. I will not blame you for following him because you have been blinded. If you are not blinded, you would have known that when you go through this picture, the men in this place, look at them. Look at them. Look at all of them. Look at them. Who among these people is well enough to reason? Who among them is not more than 75 to come and make decisions for you? You that is 20 years old, you that is 10 years old, you that is 15, you that is even 50. Somebody that is 80 years will be deciding your future. The little more 30, 40 years you have in life. Somebody that have finished his life tenure. Somebody that is heading to grave will come and decide for you what you will do with your life, how you will live your life, and you foolishly accept. Are you not stupid for accepting what these men you see here today give you as decision of a way, as a way forward? Are you not a foolish person? No wonder you see our young men jumping into criminality, because these men has not been able to give you anything. They have never been able to bring anything to table. That's why you see our young girls jumping into prostitution. You see a girl of 13 years jumping into prostitution because men like this have been taking decisions for them. Don't you see the video that has been flying over the internet about our little children of 13, 16? I think 16 and a half was the highest in the number of the age we saw that has been taken to Ghana to be enslaved sexually. Don't you see them? You think, say, if a young man that knows what the people need will take decisions for them, they will run to Ghana to do prostitution? You think so? No, they will not. Because men like these that are finished living their life, probably they are thinking of what the people of 80 years will be thinking. They live and they think and their vision is for the people of their age, not the people of your age. You cannot tell me that somebody at 90, 85, 90 will know what you want. I remember when I was in Onitsha, Chijioke Transport. Do you know of Amazon? Chijioke, I believe. Chijioke Transport. The Amazon filling station. If you know Onitsha, you will know Amazon. The owner, the son went to England to study, and they come back. And the man was very happy and handed over the CEO, attorney, everything to him. The boy looked into him papa account to see money. And you know, as at the year 2001, I am telling you, the boy, the man, they use Concord Mercedes where they buy. I don't know whether they don't bonus then. The man, they use them. So when he hand over power of attorney, the boy can see asset, see cash, see money where they are, see businesses, see how much money they come every month, every year. The boy go back to England, go buy Lamborghini. Lamborghini. That time as at 2001. Go buy Lamborghini, carry and come out for Amazon there. Open am, e be hand like a ego when one fly. And papa say, waiting. You never even manage business in reach 1 month. You go buy this kind motor when one fly. The boy tell him, papa say, you won't make her they drive this kind motor where they drive? You get this kind money, they drive this thing, you want die? I buy Jeep for you. You go brings this modern Spider now, Land Cruiser. You bring and come for him, papa. Say make you enjoy life before you die. If papa enter the motor, say yes, so this motor fine, no, hey, make I follow enjoy life before I die. What it look funny, but it's real. People within Amazon at that 2001, you know what I'm talking about. So they don't. Why I'm telling you this story? Because the papa know they think how to enjoy life again. Waiting in the think now just to put food for mouth. If you give them a phone with a smartphone, he go say no need them now. Waiting in need now to answer call. If you they tell them of Ferrari, he go ask you no be motor where they go drive. Waiting in need them for. My own go Lagos, come back. If they tell him of flying first class in business, he go tell you no. Is it not inside the same plane? Why do you want to waste your money? Because they are no longer thinking correct. Those are the people that are now taking decision for us. That is why they have taken decision that you are now Olo State and you agreed. You are now Anambra State. We agreed. You are now Anioma State. You agreed. You are, even some people are now fighting. No, it should not be Olo State. It should be in Jaba State. No, it should not be in Jaba State. It should be Okeja State. No, it should be these are our people. They are fighting for it to be where they will control the resources so that they go to give you the narrative where they won't give you, so that they go become counselors, so they go become representatives, so they go become speakers, so they go become governors. So this is their vision and mission, nothing more. They are not looking for this state so that they will give you a beautiful state. They don't have vision. They don't have picture. They don't have anything on table. All they have is in their mind, they have drafted how much they want to make in a month. How much allocation they want to steal in a month. you are calling for restructuring just to dice the attention. Who you want distract? They build committee. Why don't you build committee of the 300 men and women that have disappeared in Aba? Why don't you give us result? You learn a book on a choke. Committee my foot, no Roba vice president. You are fighting for restructuring. Restructuring my food. Listen to him.
Unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my food. To hell with restructuring. Unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my food. To hell with restructuring.
Now, Iwuanyawu want tell you say he never hear this before. Iwuanyawu want tell you. Now listen why Iwuanyawu is calling for meeting. I want you to listen from the beginning again. Listen to him.
Basically, this restructuring. Oh yeah,
He called them out to set up a committee for restructuring. No young man of 40 years is among them. No man of 60 years is among them. He's from 75, Bagome. Because if you bring a man of 50 years here, the man will tell you, Daddy, Papa, this restructuring you are calling for, is it not the same restructuring that your vice president said restructuring my food? To hell with the restructuring. He will ask you, is it not the same restructuring that Ojukwu went to Aburi for? That Nigeria come to murder people for? Because we asked for restructuring. Because Ojukwu never asked for freedom of life. Ojukwu never demanded for a state. Ojukwu never demanded for Biafra. Ojukwu never demanded for anything other than restructuring. Go and find the document and read. The only thing Ojukwu demanded for is restructuring. And you begin to murder his people. And the Iwuanyawu is sitting here. You know, the problem with our people is that we are not informed. We are not well informed. Because if we are well informed, we go understand. We could know that the reason why the 67 to 70 genocide or Holocaust or whatever you want to call them was because Ojukwu demanded for restructuring. But today, when you ask Ojukwu was fighting for Biafra, Ojukwu wanted Biafra. No, Ojukwu never wanted Biafra. You pushed him into asking for Biafra. When you have no choice. You are demanding for restructuring.
So, Okwana Kanji, man, because Unewuliwe, ask me Kuna Beke, Nina, I in the match of I got all I dancing on Nigeria, Gama, Orotin Gishipo, Madarikono, Nduku, Uneshibianga. Yeah, we hang a member shoes or I got one on Ubera. So, Unuma, I want about 3 or 4 television there. Some of them are no longer. I get with 3 hard copies. So actually, I need the biggest publicity. Can the mother group na Igbo? Na here basara here na eme na Igbo aka na ya. So
are you getting the message? He wants this thing to get the maximum publicity so that people will buy that all they need is restructuring. Why are they telling people about restructuring? Because they found out now that people have voted for their freedom. In other words, they want to come sell the narrative that all you need is not freedom. All you need is restructuring. But it's a lie. There is nothing like restructuring anywhere. There will never be anything like restructuring. It's just distraction. It's just false narrative they want come paint, make you carry, make you believe, make people. That's why you tell you need bigger publicity. We must that he go enter every corner, every ear go hear him say, we are fighting for you. We want to give you restructure. We want to restructure Nigeria. For where you want stay restructure them? For inside your house? You will no. You want to restructure Nigeria for inside the house for Imo State. Now there you want stay restructure them? Ah, God have
Ndewo. So unu ga-ewe ka nkwuo na bekee. I'm asụ bekee. Ndewo. Well, I have already presented Kola, so I want once again to say welcome to this very important event. I would like to go, when I'm talking, please, everybody should stop talking. Is there any problem?
He's trying to sit the former Senate president.
Okay, well, about all the seats here are comfortable. Okay, you can come and yes, okay. Well, I know he's my friend. He would like to sit with me. In 19th century, the scramble for Africa was on. This scramble reached a crescendo in 1885 when the world powers met in Berlin and shared Africa. That time, Nigeria was divided into two: Protectorate of Northern Nigeria, Protectorate of Southern Nigeria. Obviously, even those who did it, they realized there was differences. At the end of that, in 1885, Britain got Protectorate of Northern Nigeria, Protectorate of Southern Nigeria. No Igbo man was there. No Nigerian was there. In 1914, Lugard was the person who was the governor of both North and South. I think for administrative convenience, they appointed one person to be in charge. In 1914, again,
I believe you are following him. When they created Nigeria, whether north or south or region or this one, nobody was there. Nobody was there. And Iwuanyawu was born. Iwuanyawu has been born. Iwuanyawu has grown then. You know they're there. Now I want to ask Iwuanyawu, why are you fighting for something your papa no create? Something, the same system today. If you watch the video we shared from beginning, the man, a representative of Nnewi South and the North plus Ozobolo, Ekusigo, he was carved into Olo without knowing that he is now in Olo State. And in the King body say if they represent Nnewi South and North plus Ekusigo. Now, the man himself being rep was not aware, is not aware, will never be ever aware or be part of the constitution or part of the part of the committee. We go sit down to discuss. We need your law, we don't need your law. Nobody demanded, nobody asked it, nobody asked for it. There was never a committee. Only that some people with selfish interest will sit down somewhere, just like you see when you were sitting down now, set up committee of the same people, of the same thinking mind, the same mind likes, and they will tell you, all we need is a committee, all we need is Solo State, all we need is Anioma State, all we need is a Kusigo State, so that my son can become governor tomorrow. So that my in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law can become a minister. So my brother can become attorney. This is all they want. So that I will become the godfather. So that my wife will become the godmother. So that I will control who will be in power and who will not be in. This is all they want. From beginning, there has never been a time a decision concerning anybody has been taken concerning Nigeria and the person was aware. It never happened. It never happened. It never happened. It never ever happened. When they took down the Star of David, you were not aware, you were not consulted. And the Star of David is our own, is Biafra own. You know, they tell people that Biafra, Ojiku, Franco Biku named Biafra. Franco Biku got the name Biafra from the bite of Biafra. Franco Biko did not bring the name Biafra. He did not initiate the name Biafra. Biafra, the name Biafra has been in existence before 1967 that they went to war. So they took the name from Bite of Biafra. Franco Biko did not initiate Biafra. This is what people don't know. They go tell you, Franco Biko named Biafra. Franco Biko suggested Biafra to be the name of our nation. He did not name Biafra. He did not name Biafra. I want to ask you, if my name is Ugo, for instance, my papa give me the name Ugo. No be my papa bring the name Ugo. No. My papa give me the name. So Franco Biku give us the name Biafra when he get somewhere. Biafra has been in existence since whether 2020 or 19, I think 18 something. Biafra has been existing. That name you see, many of us don't even know. Today you still get the bite of Biafra, they don't carry and give and go for Guinea. From bite of Bonnie, I think Bonnie, from bite of Bonnie, they carry and go say, no, if they give them Bonnie, anything these people, they go, they see things, say they get power. They go carry and come out. They carry and go give them the Gulf of Guinea. Gulf of Guinea. And they are here sitting down, discussing how to give you restructuring. And the master of the restructuring have told you is restructuring my foot, and you are still there talking.
For economic purposes, because he was then the managing director of British Trading Company. Nigeria was amalgamated. The North and South became one country called Nigeria. Again, nobody was there. And that's how the journey started. In, I think, 1921, Clifford took over from him. I read the reports in British Museum many years ago, where Clifford, in fact, felt as if there is no need bringing the countries together. He didn't do much work. The only thing Clifford did was in 1923, when he had the first constitution. But that constitution, in fact, was not even, it was done in London. It wasn't a Nigerian constitution. It didn't have anything that could show the aspiration, the hopes of Nigeria. Nothing. It was not until 1946, when Arthur Richards' constitution was promulgated, that then we had the North, the West, and Eastern Nigeria. And that was time when this nationalism spirit came up for independence and so on. Many people like Zeke and all those other people, Awolowo, Bakoli, all of them, then started off. So that's how the whole thing started from 1946. Then we found ourselves in Eastern Nigeria. Now, John McPherson came. He didn't do much. He tried his best to make a constitution. But you know, it was Littleton who actually did more work, because it was under him that our people got the independent constitution. And the most important thing, and that is to show you how politically wise our forebears were, that constitution was drawn by recognizing the fact that Nigeria is a country with diversity. Diversity in tongue, diversity in language, in culture, in everything, religion. So he recognized it, and that was why even the small ethnic nationalities were brought into the delegation. They, at a point, when Tolaka came up for independence and so on, many people like Zeke and all those other people, Awolowo, Bakoli, all of them, then started off. So that's how the whole thing started from 1946. Then we found ourselves in Eastern Nigeria. Now, John McPherson came. He didn't do much. He tried his best to make a constitution. But you know, it was Littleton who actually did more work, because it was under him that our people got the independent constitution. And the most important thing, and that is to show you how politically wise our forebears were, that constitution was drawn by recognizing the fact that Nigeria is a country with diversity. Diversity in tongue, diversity in language, in culture, in everything, religion. So he recognized it, and that was why even the small ethnic nationalities were brought into the delegation. They, at a point, went to La Casa House. Then, I was young. I was young then, but we followed up everything that was happening. And they were able to get the Constitution for Independence. I still remember we were going to have our independence in 1957. In fact, British government said any two regions that agreed could get. But that time, we didn't get. People know what happened that time. I don't want to repeat it. But one thing is clear. We had a constitution at independence, which was a true federal constitution. A constitution that was actually produced by Nigerians for Nigeria. So it worked for us. That constitution worked for us. I still remember on October 1, when we had independence, the Union Jack was brought down, and then the green and white flag was hoisted, and we became Nigeria. We chorused Nigeria, we held our own native, although tribes and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Based on this, Igbos went everywhere. Igbos scattered in obedience to the national anthem, in obedience to the flag. That is why you have Igbos everywhere. They went wherever Igbos went. They established businesses. They most of the time prospered because of resources, because of the hard work. And then made tremendous contribution in development of all the places. They don't make money and carry home. They make money and invest there. They build houses, they build schools, they build businesses, and that is why we seem to be everywhere. However, in 1963, we had a Republican Constitution. In 1956, sorry, in 1966, we had a very unfortunate situation. There was a coup d'etat, which has nothing to do with Igbos. That, to the best of my knowledge, that coup d'etat was a total, complete military affair. No Igbo man was supposed to benefit from it. Historians will probably do more on it. But the fact is that also it is clear to tell the world, and it's good to say it clearly, because Igbos have been represented in many places. Many prominent people were killed. Igbos are not happy that those people were killed. Other coups have happened. People have been killed. Igbos didn't conspire to kill anybody. But there is a conspiracy in many places as if Igbos met and people should be killed. It is also good for people. One thing that is being forgotten is that coup failed. He didn't succeed. Ironsi stopped that coup. Ironsi didn't stop that coup in order to become a president. Ironsi got that coup and handed over power to the politicians then. The politicians voluntarily on their own told Ironsi, because they were not organized to continue to hold power. It's important for us to know this, because younger people today, especially those from northern part of Nigeria, have a wrong impression that coup, you don't see, had a coup and toppled, and that coup killed, they lost life, and all that. No, you don't see was a very patriotic Nigerian, a good Nigerian soldier who believed in democracy and who stopped it. The politicians voluntarily handed over for him to manage. Well, of course, that is how military rule started. It didn't start, and of course, people. So that is what happened. A few months after, Ironsi was murdered with Fajuyi, called Fajuyi, who was the governor of Western Nigeria, and of course, Igbos were killed in thousands from all over the country. Igbos then had to run to Eastern Nigeria. It was a very serious crime. I witnessed it myself. You know, and now most people who are 80 something must have seen it. I'm 80 something years, I saw it. So the truth about it is that it was a calamity and it's a sin I don't want to see again in my lifetime. Well, that is how the journey started. Now people talked about then Igbos came back, then peaceful, they went Abori. I mentioned
It's a sin he don't want to see again in his life. No wonder he don't want to talk about people of Okwama. No wonder he is not talking about the people of Hamufu. No wonder he is not talking about the people we see them shooting inside the water. No wonder he don't want to talk about Operation Python massacre. No wonder he is not talking about the 300 that have disappeared this yesterday in Aba. No wonder you are quiet because you don't want to experience it again. That you do not want to address it does not mean it did not happen. That Iwuanyawu do not want to recognize that all these things are happening to our people does not mean it is not happening. That you ignore to understand that you have Navy checkpoint in your land, it does not mean it is not true. That you refuse to acknowledge that military is in power in Biafra land does not mean it is not true. You don't want to experience it. You are looking for restructuring. When you want to look for restructuring, I want you to tell us that this restructuring has nobody has made any effort concerning this restructuring. You are just initiating it. Why restructuring now? Where is that restructuring going to stand? On my foot? Onto hell? Where will your restructure stand? Iwuanyawu? You think you're restructuring your narrative, your narrative and diversity will distract or disrupt the Biafra declaration? It will not. You know all this history you read for us now. He told you Agri Yirosi was later killed, but he refused to tell you who killed Agri Yirosi. He refused to tell you that all the top army officers from Biafra land, you see, when we tell you, when they want to count evil, they count all of you. When it is time for evil, they count all of you. When they even buried alive, so many military officers, so many of them, in the name that they were Igbo, Calabar they there, Bini they there, Yoruba dey there, Isha dey there. Those that are now in Benue State, now we know as a Gala and Co, that have Igbo in their blood, that speak Igbo, they dey there. Akwa Ibom dey there. All of you in the recent Biafra map now, your brothers were buried and alive, buried there. All the top officers. Nobody they talk about all these ones. Why was Ojukwu? Did you notice that Ojukwu went to Ghana on handcuff? You don't know. Ojukwu was angry. And when they murdered these people and buried them alive, they no one make anybody know. Ojukwu find out, and Ojukwu was demanding, you must tell me where you buried my brothers. It was in Ghana that they agreed. If we get back, we will show you where we buried them. And when they came back from in Ghana, they agreed. And when they came back, Gowon took him to where they buried the people. I think in where I've forgotten where. And then Ojukwu have to dig them out, exhume them, go and give them befitting burial. All of them. Nobody's talking about this. Oh, Ojukwu war, Ojukwu war. They tell you Ojukwu kill your people. Did Ojukwu kill your people and was fighting for them as a Calabar man, as a Yoruba man? Go and watch the video. Ojukwu brought down from plane, handcuffed, because he was demanding to know the whereabouts of his brothers that he disappeared. They were not only Igbo speaking, they were Calabar speaking, they were Yoruba speaking, they were Igala speaking, they were Orono, all of them. If it was about Igbo, why didn't Ojukwu keep quiet and look for only Igbo people? Ojukwu go dig them up. Go and find out what they tell you. Or go and find, it's even in the Google. Go and read it. Ojukwu dig them up. Carry them, give them befitting burial. Give them the 21 gun salute you should give a military officer. Ojukwu mourned them. Because now in blood, these people did nothing. Today, nobody they talk about that. It just tell you Nagi, you don't say was killed along with the Fajui. Waiting they do. Fajui that you was murdered. Waiting Fajui do. Fajui demanded explanation only for coming to take Agri Hiroshi. Why do you want to kill him? I want to know. They said, okay, come, we will show you why. They took Fajui along and murdered him along with Agri Hiroshi because he only demanded reason. All the Yoruba people today, they don't talk of. Nobody even know who Fajui is. The man that paid the most ultimate price. You are doing democracy. Democracy, my foot. Now, waiting be name. Make I bring a link now. Couple link. At least in next 30 minutes, you go do justice. That's the link in there.
Some of these points so that people can know and talk about it. I'm talking with somebody who have facts. The point is, that time it was Eastern Nigeria. Eastern Nigeria was actually together. Now, before the war, announcements were made. I listened to all of them. I was then in my final year in the university. Nigeria people said that we must come after. So eventually, there was a peace move to Ataburi in Ghana. When that Ojukwu, as a governor of Eastern Nigeria, led the delegation from Eastern Nigeria. Gowon, as the president of Nigeria, led delegation from Nigeria. What Ojukwu went was not for secession. Ojukwu went there for restructuring. To restructure Nigeria in such a way that Igbos can have freedom to live without much fear. Ataburi, both Ojukwu and Gowon agreed, and Ojukwu came back and reported. Everybody was happy. Apparently, in Nigeria, that time oil was just found. The story now was spread that if it was restructured, Igbos are going to be very powerful. Eastern Nigeria being one, being together, they will have a lot of wealth and so on. So that then Nigeria said they wouldn't accept. And they said we must come back to Nigeria in spite of our losses unconditionally. It's important for people to know that Ojukwu never talked about secession. It was just forced on him. The war was actually forced on us, obviously. So eventually, and those of you, some of you may have known when there was, to show you how excited we were about, we all have vests written on Aburi we stand. Aburi is not secession. Aburi means a restructured Nigeria. That is what happened. But thereafter, when this failed, I still remember Ojukwu, I must tell you, was a Democrat, even though he was a soldier. He called a meeting. He never took a decision. He called a meeting of leaders from all the provincial, because there was provincial administration in the North States. They met at Enugu. And when they met, they looked at it. They now declared Biafra. And in fact, the name Biafra was selected by somebody from Yenegua province, not by any Igbo man. And if you go to the map of Nigeria today, I mean old map, sorry, if you look at, you will see near the Gulf of Guinea, you will see Gulf, Bight of, is it Bight of, no, but it's called Bight of Bonny now. You know, after the war, they changed it to Bonny. But that is why you have Bight of Biafra. So you can see, the younger ones think that Biafra, some of them even say, oh, Biafra, this also. The younger ones don't know that in fact Biafra is not even an Igbo, it's not even near us, it's just up. But however, it's important to explain this. However, we have gone a long way to where we are today. And then what we saw that time when we had independence, many people now have seen it. We are happy today that many people have seen it. For example, some years ago, under Nwodo, when Nwodo was the President General, he called a conference, a meeting at Oka. That time, Soludo was the chairman of planning and strategy. In fact, I chairman that Oka declaration. That declaration, we took a decision on our position on Nigeria because we have always believed that a restructured Nigeria, a truly federal Nigeria, will be a stable country. That once Nigeria is not stable, there will be no stability. So we have had that. However, if you notice that we have now come to a point where even in Ohaneze, we have the South. This is a president of Nigeria, to me, looks as the most powerful person in the world. Everybody must come to it. Like to see Igbos disorganized. And that is the type of thing I'm sure you and I would not like to see. Heroes and heroines of a new Nigeria, once you can help us to get agree on what will be very important, because we need this I mean, this is just, I wasn't feeling too strong for some time, but I'm all right now. But then this thing was conceived only a few days ago. But I'm so proud of you that in spite of time, you are here. So I want to thank you. In the name of God the Son, in the name.
Okay, now welcome. Obviously, you are welcome. You have the mic. Don't talk too much. Make you talk. You want to tell us restructuring my food. Good morning, you're welcome.
Yeah, this iPhone, Iwuanyawu, you don't wake me up from sleep. Hey, what for this party? Man, don't wake me up from sleep. After 5 minutes, I for my sleep. I feel there for, I hear this man voice. I think they would have for dream. I say, which word I say? Which word I say is that I hear this man voice. God forgive bad thing. So now, Iwuanyawu know all this history. He's supposed to be a professor, teaching in university. If Iwuanyawu knows all this history and they hide all these things, they don't want the younger ones to know all this history. Bringing all this history from us. Eh? Why is it old people? You look all of them. None of them no one is less than 80 years old. All of them, no one is less than 80 years old. And it just look like the British people just use chains, probe all of them. Oh, yeah, go out and start to speak to your people. Oh, yeah, go out and start to speak to your people. Look at the one Look at all of them, one after another. All this preaching they are preaching to us. Why are they nothing like why are the Fulani not preaching to them their own people also about all these myths about Nigeria? Why are the Yorubas not preaching to their own people about all this Nigerian myths, about this their one Nigeria? Why is it only with the Biafra? Because we are not interested in all this rubbish. We are already using our own destiny. It's either Biafra or Biafra. It's either Biafra or Biafra. Biafra is one Nigeria. Look at the eastern region. Look at the environment. Why is man not ashamed of himself? Why is man not ashamed of himself if he's afraid?
And the key people come out from my studio. How two of you go come out at the same time? Okay, Awin, you're welcome. I have Mike. You justice. At least in
Thank you.
next minutes, make we know where would they go. Because
Thank you.
go
Thank you.
on.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mazugo. The video you sent to me, the audio is very bad, but there are some certain things, yes, I got in there. The man, you see, that man, if it were to be in a same community, Dauda Lawal is a very good man. Even when we were in when I was in Kaduna, this man was frequently at one mechanized infantry division, coming there to meet the former one mechanized infantry division commander that time, called Alexander Ogbomodia, Major General Alexander Ogbomodia. And they remember that Alexander Ogbomodia is from Uzere in Delta State. It's from Uzere, one of the first, the first 4-star general in Nigeria that passed through from second lieutenant down to general 4-star. So that is Alexander Ogbomodia. So, and we respect him so much. That is this Dauda Lawal. Dauda Lawal is someone who agrees with the education of woman for a woman to be educated. That is his principle. He is not happy with what is going on in Zamfara State.
Yeah.
If you look up from the preamble, from the beginning of his statement, he was mentioning stuff, they cut it from a particular place where he was already addressing the people. When he was saying that when you look at what is happening there are some people that was, kidnapped in the state. Some of them, Akwe Yamata, Akwe Maza, Akwe Yara. There are women, there are men, and there are children amongst them that were. In fact, it took him also 1 month to get to know what was going on. And most of the people that were arrested, when they arrest them, before you realize, Ansokeshu, that is, they have released them. The same thing we've been talking all over. You arrest a terrorist. By the time you realize, they released the terrorists. And he spoke about two of them. They were in possession of rifles, what they call bindiga. Soon as the bindigogi, they had rifles that they were using. The man was virtually lamenting on what was going on. And I believe with what he was saying, he is saying, I heard him say it in this video today. I don't know. Say that boy, no? That boy, the one that boasted that he has been released. What is the Bello, the Grigi or whatever?
No, he was not released. He said that they claimed they arrested him, but it's not Bello. It's one of his commander. That they did not arrest him or anything. He is here with him.
Yes, he is. I believe that this man is going to find a way to deal with him. Say his place of operation is in that Zamfara State and Katsina. So So that is exactly what the man was saying there. He was not happy the arrest of terrorists and releasing them unknowingly or whatever. He said when they release them, all of them, that is when they release them. Look at them among us again. That was what the man was lamenting, based on the portions that I heard clearly. He is also lamenting. Now, coming to these people, you see, anytime when I hear this elderly, the reason why they say the Igbo youth don't have respect to their elders and the kings is nothing but when an elder refuses to speak out when evil is meted out on his own people, then that elder ceases to be my elder. And I will talk to that elder the way I like. That is what. Do we need restructuring? Do we need additional states? We don't need this. We've gone past this kind of things. What we are looking for is to dialogue.
What they are doing is distraction.
Yeah. What we are looking for is dialogue on referendum. Ojukwu came here. How many years now? With all the things that they did, the Igbo people, to a large extent, the Biafran people in the north, were they not killing them in the north, buying them anyhow? If America go blow horn in Arab nation, it be the Biafrans that will be bear the brunt in the north. Most of them happen in my presence. I witnessed most of them. So why are we so eager to keep this same system going? What did they do to them? Or Wogo? Are they jujued? Or not juju where they do them?
Yes, juju.
They are buying you. They are buying you. They don't want you to share in the national cake. They say you are not equal, you are irrelevant. Because of you, they tag over 60, 70 million Biafrans irrelevant, politically irrelevant. And you still want to maintain such evil. That is the reason why I don't take any respect. I don't regard these people. I don't regard them. Upon that, even when they're supposed to make amends, is it not the same the Ohanese umbrella that issued a bounty on Simon Ekpa? Is it not the same people? Is it not the same people? Before the Musa now, Musa come out now and begin to say the need to arrest Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister in Finland. If you not get balls, you may not go to Finland, go arrest and bring them back. Nonsense people. 7 were killed.
They want to arrest someone because they have placed bounty. The bounty did not work. They tried kidnapping him. It did not work. Now they're asking for arrest.
This Dauda Lawal, go to his hometown, go to his state, go and see what the terrorists are doing over there. On the 6th this month, early this month, over 7 were acquired over there, and over 40. And we go to Kaduna in a place. What do they call this place? Is it Briningwari Road, a major road that can take you to Lagos from Kaduna, Kawo, all the way to past the airport. That road there is Briningwari Road. A lieutenant was killed there, was pied there.
Okay.
And many others. Their villages and towns are still intact. But when it happens to Biafra land, that is the time the army will know how to arrest people indiscriminately and detain them and kill the ones they want to kill. The elders are there. And you want me to respect such elders? On what ground am I going to respect these people? We don't need restructuring. Let them take their restructuring to the sea and dump it there. We don't need it. We don't need additional state. We have our own states in Biafra land. And the prime minister is presiding over the affairs of the Biafran Republic government in exile and the de facto government in homeland Biafra. Are they deaf? Are they deaf that they can, even if they are deaf, don't they have eye to see what is going on? That is the reason why I don't take them seriously, because they have sold their dignity, they have sold their integrity. They mean they're worth nothing in the eyes of these people. And that is why they treat them with absolute levity. They treat them with absolute levity. Okeruo ha n'aka asị ekegharịa ya.
Ndị bariba.
I'm telling you, and you still continue to fight for such an evil contraption that has tried to keep it till today. They don't want you to grow. You grew with 20 pounds that was given to you, irrespective. If somebody that they treated in such a manner, what will make you to still go back and begin to extend these hands of friendship and love to the people that doesn't even want you to economically survive, politically survive, and all the rest? Why? In Ghana here we say Aden, Aden. Why? Why? It is only a millipede that they will be using the leg to kick, and the millipede will still be walking to that leg that is kicking it until they smash your head before you will learn a lesson. Until they smash your head. We don't need restructuring. The regional system that they are about to bring now, is it not what our eternal leader Ojukwu came here to do? Is it not what he came to Eburi in Eastern region, very close to Accra, Greater Accra region, to do? When they went to Nigeria, what happened? Is it not somebody from the South, a chief that came and told them that Igbos will marginalize them? Even if Igbos, how many times Igbos have marginalized people? What did the Igbos do? How did the Igbos marginalize the other ethnic group? Tell me, someone should tell me. Someone should tell me. If you allow merit to operate, to have its way in that Nigeria today, Mazugo, Igbos will take up the whole strata, all spheres of that government and everything establishment. That was what happened, and they become envious and jealous about an average Igbo man. Did an average Igbo man fought or kill other people to become the head man in the yard, in the company, or in the storehouse? Did he kill anybody? Did he use AK-47 to go and buy people and take over their places and their position? Was it not done by merit? People that are very, very lousy and lazy, that cannot even do anything, when other people do and shine, then you start, to start developing some kind of bad belly for them. And that is the reason why they are where they are. Look, let me tell you, before Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, if they agreed by restructuring Nigeria, an Igbo man has the opportunity to lead that country, my brother, that country would have been prosperous today, because we know how to change things. But the only thing that God has taken away from an average Igbo man of Biafra to large extension is the creation of life. An average Igbo man knows how to do everything, because it is in their DNA. God has given it to them. They are blessed to do things. The only thing that God will not give them is the ability to recreate, ability to procreate, to create what God has created, because that one is exclusively under the auspices of the God, Chukwu Okike Abiama himself. That is why they are afraid. They don't want you to prosper. That is why they try political, work for them. They are now trying economic jihad everywhere. Wherever your businesses are, they are trampling them, trying to collapse them, destroy them, use one way or the other to tell you reasons why that place must be destroyed. And these our elder statesmen, these politicians, those criminals that have soiled their hands, that have embedded with the evil that is tormenting us. cannot speak out because they have tied themselves with the same criminal and demonic system. Is that the people that want to speak for us? This man that I heard his voice here, is that the man that you sold your brothers and sisters to the hands of the enemies, and you want to tell me that that same enemy will accept you? If they have opportunity, they will even buy you, sir. If they have the opportunity, they will buy you. They will deal with you mercilessly because they don't trust you. If you can sell your own brother, what makes them feel that you cannot sell them? That is the reason why they tell you that they will not trust an Igbo man. They are not talking about an average, they are talking about these politicians. That is the reason. And they must get it no matter how far they try. Whether they lie, let them go and apologize, like the other idiot was, suggesting the other time on that video, on that tape. They will never love you. If you know what is right for you, come and join the people that knows how to do it, and join them and free yourself from this evil so that you will be a free man. You will be a free bird and that can fly all over the world and perch anywhere you want to perch. Thank you so much, and God bless you, my brother.
Wow. Thank you, Max. Thank you for that wonderful submission. And I think I would like to draw the curtain here, so to see if we go fit come up again, and then we'll go see.
Before you draw the curtain, my brother Namoche, please let me just say this: Biafrans, men and women of Biafra, because of what was in my heart and the way I was angry, I did not salute all of you. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama continue to bless. It is not in my spirit to do that. And I hope that all of you, both in the comment section, will forgive me for, going contrary to what I believe in. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless all of you and bless you in everything that you are doing, and replenish your time and your wallet from the things that you have taken away from yourself in order to support this restoration of Biafra. We are blessed, and be rest assured that in the coming days, God will show us where we are going to go. But remember that the zoo has fallen. If you see the fall, the number one man fell that day in that ceremonial vehicle, will tell you that the country is gone, and they will continue to fall. Myself, I even wanted, as they are falling like that, make them fall with some of their vital organs in the body so that they will go. For everything that is going to befall Nigeria is a blessing to the people of Biafra, and that will even make it come faster and faster and faster. Thank you so much, and may God bless all of you. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope.
Yeah, Max. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Biafrans, we heard it all. Their own is to paint negative, lies, deceit, evil. And why they talk now? We no show.
My name is
Okay. This is the video of a senator, a rep in Abuja, representing people that have been drafted into, carved into Olo State. He himself is now in Olo State, as Nigeria don't talk am, but he no say they don't put am for Olo. In people no. Before we go, just listen to him, and I will say thank you so much for being part of this program, and bye for now.
My name is Honorable Zokwe Peter Ifani. I represent the good people of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and the Ekusigo Federal Constituency.
I was thinking this is a point of order have been discussed with the leader of the House.
Because knowing the adjourned date, there will be fire in my constituency. I need to douse the tension. Mr. Speaker, I need to douse the tension.
Okay, let's hear you, but to consider our time. It's almost 3 o'clock. Make
Yes,
it brief.
even if you give me 2 minutes, I will be done with that time you gave me. Mr. Speaker, I was bamboozled and baffled with my honorable colleagues about the creation of Olu State. In as much as the Igbo nation, the Southeast, we need one state. But you cannot just sit in a place and scramble and petition Ozobo and carve my own dear town into Olu State without consulting me. I am the representative of Newu North, Newu South, and Ekusigo Federal Constituency. And I come from Ozobo. And my colleague will just disregard me and carve my town into Olu State. I want to make it clear, Mr. Speaker, that Ozobo is not part of that negotiation. In as much as we support the creation of one state for Igbo nation, please, my people are going to court. I just want to douse the decision. For them hearing my voice, they thought I was part of the decision. And I did not consult anybody to be part of that decision. And I said I did not know anything about it. Since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, my phone was switched off because they were looking for me. Is it what they sent me here to do? I said I did not know anything about Ozobo being put into a state I don't know. I was not part of the discussion. We have to carry everybody along. Communication breakdown can cause civil war again. I don't like it.